Welcome back to Nazareto's channel. You remember this car, the Civic, the 2009 Honda Civic? We did a bumper in this car, and this morning my friend stopped by, and we're gonna change oil on his car. So let me show you. So some of you people on the internet want to learn how to do oil change, so you can do it yourself, save money. When you have a Civic like this, just like this, 2009, 2008. 2011, it's going to be the same job, and it's very easy, saves you money. But look at this. Last project we did this bumper. Oh, it looks so beautiful. It's been like what, 2 months already?
Yes.
Yeah, it looks so beautiful. And also we got new tires on this one. What is it? Michelin X Tour, beautiful tires. And I also spray painted these hubcaps, spray painted the rim. It looks nice. The Civic is like a little workhorse. So today my buddy stopped by. We're gonna change oil, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. I know it's a simple project, so let's get to it. All right, this is what I'm using. I'm using Rhino Ramps. It's very easy. Just pull up on the Rhino Ramp, and you have so much space to work under the vehicle now. These can hold 3,000 pounds, but also a good idea to have these wheel chocks to put them under your rear wheel. To do it the most safest way, put one under there and do it on the other side. I also have this because I do a lot of work myself on my vehicles. I have this creeper, they call it creeper. Bought it at Harbor Freight Tools for like 20 bucks or so. It's useful, but you don't really need it. If you want to do oil yourself, you know, you don't really need this, but I find it useful for my other project. Rhino Ramps, very good idea. Also good idea to have good tools. 17mm wrench and oil. Where's the oil?
It's
on the cap it says 5W20 for this. Honda Civic takes 5W20.
Mentioned that
but
because whole time I didn't use
my friend did not know what oil to put in there, but it all says on the cap 5W20 SAE. And my friend been using 5W30 SAE. It's not terrible, it's not gonna ruin your Honda Civic. This car been on the road for like 100,000 miles so far, so we're gonna use up this oil. But make sure you buy 5W20 and use 5W20. But hey, he already has this oil, so we're gonna use this. So good idea for any of your oil projects. Buy this here in the United States. I bought it for like $12. Very good oil pan. It says made in US. FloTool. Drain your oil in there. It's very good. Or if you're doing like flushing your radiator, use this, guys. It's very good oil drain pan. You can hold 16 quarts or 15-liter capacity. So we're gonna use this, and later on I'm gonna dump the oil in one of the automotive stores. So we're waiting until the engine cools down because this vehicle was driven, and now it just cools down a little bit. We're gonna open the drain, the bolt, drain the oil, get the filter out, and here, give me the filter. Where's the filter? I've been using FRAM filters for a long time. This is the one you need, TG7317 model for this Honda Civic, and this is good for 15,000 miles, and it's good for all oil types. I know for a fact there's a lot of you going to be commenting on this video saying, oh, FRAM is garbage. Yeah, why did you buy FRAM? I don't buy these myths. This is not true. I've been using FRAM for over 300,000 miles on my vehicles, and I have no problem with a higher quality like Tough Guard or Extra Guard. I always go with FRAM. But anyway, this is not an advertisement video. You can buy any brand you want. This is my personal opinion. All right, this is your engine oil pan. See this sign right here? It says engine oil, and there's a little arrow on this 2009 Honda Civic, right? Pointing here. This is the bolt, 17mm, right there. Don't go for any other bolts. See, there's another board looks like this. Don't go there. This one says engine oil, little arrow. on this Civic, go for this one, 17 millimeter, and do it counterclockwise. You know, if you screw it this way, go counterclockwise. Take your 17 millimeter wrench, put on this end, and you know, give it a, if it doesn't go right away, just gotta hit this thing and loosen this bolt. Loosen this bolt. Now we're just gonna open it up by hand, and all the oil is gonna be dripping. Make sure your oil pan is nice and under. All right, it's going nice and smooth. See, this oil pan collects all the oil underneath. Hey, can you turn off the light?
Oh.
Yeah, see how nicely? And it's draining right in there. All this black oil. Perfect. Make sure this little plastic cap is open and this little plastic cap here. And you're draining all the oil. We'll drain it to the last drop. Alright, as you see the oil dripping, we'll let it drip to the last drop. And then we're gonna get to the oil filter. It's on the other side of this. Also, great idea to open the cap when you're draining the oil, so the oil drains faster. Right, oil is dripping. Take this bolt that we have here and put it back in and screw it clockwise, like to the right. Good idea to take a new washer, buy a new washer, or you can just flip this one other way, you know, so we have, because this is called cross washers, and good idea to flip it on the other way, you know, so this surface is nice and flat. Let's put it back in. Has to go nice and easy, no force. Goes clockwise, and then we're gonna tighten it with a 17 millimeter wrench. Alright, it's snug. Now we're gonna tighten it. Take your 17 millimeter wrench and tighten this. Tighten this. See? This way. You can do it by hand. That's tight enough. Alright, good. You don't want to break this bolt. If you break this bolt, you need to change the oil pan, or like drill it out. So when you tighten this, that's more than enough. Go with like done. This is done. And then we're gonna check this bolt once we put the oil, make sure it's not dripping over here. But now we're gonna get to this filter, which is literally right here. Very easy access, like right here. Try it by hand, see if it moves counterclockwise. Nope, it doesn't work. So we're gonna use a very good tool for that. So to remove the filter, I use this kind of tool, or you can buy oil remover filter removing tool, but I use this one. I have it in my toolbox, and this is how we do it. This is the filter. I grab it like this. Go counterclockwise, and it's already moving. See? All right, cool. Put this oil pan underneath because it's going to be draining a lot of oil. Now I loosen it up, and now just go by hand. Beautiful. And make sure to clean this, because once the engine is going to be hot, this oil is going to start burning, it's going to smell. So like, I'm going to wait till the oil drains. Also, you have to check if there is no rubber gasket around there, stock or something. You don't want that, because when you put a new filter, you don't want to have a gasket in there. So we'll check for that, and we're gonna clean this. God, I love this oil pan, drain pan. I love this thing. Haven't spilled any oil at all. Just a little drop right there. But overall, this is a great thing to buy. This is not a promotional video, but I tell you what, guys, buy it. It will help you a lot on a lot of projects. Alright guys, very important. See this gasket right here? We wanna do this before you put this filter on. We wanna lubricate it. You know, it's very important. Dip your finger in here, lubricate this gasket so it doesn't get dry and it doesn't get stuck after you do the next oil change. And also, good idea before you put the filter on to pour some oil in there, because you gotta start the car. You don't want to start the engine on a dry, you don't want the pump to be without oil. So some people like add oil in there, some people don't do it, but I find it's a good habit to do it. Add oil in the filter before you screw it on. So yeah, let's just add oil in there all the way to the top. Oh, good. And now we're ready to install the filter. But first, we're gonna clean the area under the car, then we're gonna screw this on. Clean all this oil with a paper towel. Also this surface here too, it's a good idea. Clean it. Clean it. Make it look nice. Take your oil filter and nicely make sure like the oil ring nicely sitting there, and just screw it on. It goes nice and easy. It's supposed to go nice and easy. And this is why I like FRAM filter, because it has a grip here. You can tighten it by hand, make it snug. And you're done. Make it snug, tight. Good, you're done. Looks clean. Oil is clean over here. Looks good. Guys, now refer to your manual if you want to know exact amount of oil to put. It says right here, refill engine oil with recommended engine oil. Or also, you can go on 5W20 on your cap. Take the filler, put it in there, and it says 3.9 quarts. This is for US model, except SI. Well, this is not an SI, and this SI is 4.6. So if you have Honda Civic, which is regular Honda Civic 2008, it's not an SI, 3.9 quarts. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna get the oil and pour it in the engine. Get your oil and start filling up. We're gonna put 3 quarts first, and then we're gonna check. We're gonna keep adding another quart, but we're gonna check the dipstick. This is your dipstick. This job is so easy, guys, and you know you can do it yourself. You know you can do it good instead of going to any little shops where you never know if they actually change the filter. Do it yourself, trust yourself, and your car is going to trust you, and your car is going to love you back. Like my buddy here, Robert here, he never changed the filter for like 11 years or so. And this car's still running and running and running. And as you remember, we did the alternator on this car. So what, this is bottle number 2? Mm-hmm. Bottle number 2, good. Add bottle number 3. So we added 3 quarts right now. Good idea to check your dipstick, see what the level is. Pull the dipstick out, clean it with a towel, put it back now. And we're gonna check exact oil level after 3 quarts. I mean, we're still gonna add. Okay, you can pull it out. And what does it say here? Oil level is right about there. Yeah, we need to have it right here. So add another quart, 4 quarts, and we'll be done with this oil change. We added 4 quarts into the engine. Take the dipstick out and see your levels. I can tell you right now, it's more than enough oil in there. Yep. It's like right about there. So that's good. But also don't forget, the vehicle is standing at a little angle. So we're gonna level it, and there should be perfect level on this oil. And as you see here. One last thing we need to do, we need to reset that oil reminder light, the maintenance light. So turn the key to the on position. As you see here, oil service life 5%. There's this reset button in a Civic. Now hold that, hold it, hold it, hold it, and it's supposed to start flashing. Okay, now hold it. And the oil life is supposed to reset to 100%. As you see right now, it's flashing. You let go of a button and hit it again, and you're holding it now, and it's going to reset oil life to 100%. So we have 100% of oil. Very good. Now you know how to reset it. So turn the key to on position, hit this button, reset, until it starts flashing. When it starts flashing, let go of this button, push it again, hold it, and then it's going to be 100%. That's how you do it. So this is how you change oil on the Honda Civic 2009 model, and it's not an SI. So easy project, do it yourself. You know, trust yourself with this kind of projects. Why you gotta pay somebody who's, you never know if they're actually gonna change the oil filter, add exact amount of oil in there. So yeah, this is a little workhorse vehicle. This thing runs and runs and runs. So maintain it right, and it's gonna keep going. It's a little Honda Civic. So thank you for watching Nazareto's channel, and now you know how to change the oil yourself. I know some of you are gonna criticize me for saying use FRAM or use this kind of oil brand. Guys, I've been dealing with cars a lot, do it myself, a lot of projects. You're never gonna have an issue with the FRAM filters, or you're never gonna have issue with that Mobile One or whatever. You know, the only thing is this requires 5W20 oil, and we put 530. My friend he didn't know that, so he kept buying 530. But this vehicle has like 100,000 miles so far, running perfectly. So do the project yourself. Thank you for watching Nazareto's channel, and subscribe.